Hey, good Saturday morning, everyone. It's Eric here. It is a Saturday morning weather update for the weather geeks and everyone else out there. We've got a lot to talk about as we head through the weekend. We've got it all this weekend. We've got rain, we've got minor flooding concerns, we have snow to talk about, although it's going to be not much and largely non impactful, as we talked about last evening. So let's get right to it and show you what's going on this morning as of about 8:20 a.m. We had a scattering of showers. It is balmy outside. It's already in the lower 50s across the valley. Now we have some heavier rain off to our west, and this is what is likely to track our way. As we head into the second half of the day today, and especially towards this evening, that's when the rain chances will overall be highest, and the chance for some downpours will be highest as well. You're going to see that on our futurecast here. Scattering of showers for the next several hours. There's going to be some pockets of dry time for the next 6-7 hours, taking us through late afternoon. And then as we go towards evening, this is when most of the rain comes our way today. This is 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock this evening. Some localized downpours. I can even rule out a couple of claps of thunder mixed in with this as well. It's going to be a soggy Saturday evening across the valley. Now you'll notice as we stop the clock here at 11 p.m., the transition from rain to snow already expected to be occurring to our north and west around Cleveland and Lorain and heading down towards Mansfield. That transition will probably take until after midnight to occur in our television viewing area, but it will occur probably from northwest to southeast between midnight and 3 a.m. The snow does not stick around for very long, though. This is a few hours worth of wet snow coming when temperatures are still mostly above freezing. The surfaces will be quite mild as a result of temperatures getting into the 60s today. So the snow is going to have a hard time sticking to anything paved, and even non-paved surfaces, it may be a little bit of a struggle across our area, and some lingering flurries heading into tomorrow morning. It's going to be a wintry Sunday. Wind chills tomorrow, teens. Air temperatures not much better than about 33, 34 throughout the day. Here's a look at the National Weather Service snowfall forecast, and this pretty much jives with the snow map I showed you last night on 21 News at 11. We're looking for little, if any, accumulation south and east of Youngstown. There might be a quick slushy 3/4 of an inch or so in places such as North Lima and New Middletown and Lisbon, East Palestine, East Liverpool, etc. North and west of Youngstown, Newton Falls to Cortland to Kinsman, and heading up towards Mespo. Could someone see a slushy inch and a half, maybe 2 inches or so? Yeah, I think that's possible. So we're not looking at all the snow in the world. Most of us are going to sleep right through this. This is a low impact snow event. By the time you get up on a Sunday morning, not much more than flurries. Heading off to services, no problem. It's just going to be blustery and cold, that is for sure. Check out how sharp this front is. We get up to 61, 62, maybe 63 in some spots this afternoon. And look at this front. We go from the upper 50s at 6 p.m. to about 40 at 11 p.m. So over the course of 5 hours, we'll drop almost 20 degrees, heading down to about freezing overnight tonight, and not much better than freezing during the day on Sunday. About an inch worth of rain heading our way over the next 24 hours, most of it, of course, coming later today. And this could lead to some rises in local waterways. This is the Mahoning River at Leavittsburg. I apologize for part of this being cut off. But this should crest late in the weekend and probably around midday to afternoon on Sunday, just at the cusp of minor flood stage, probably a peak of about 10 feet. Mahoning River at Leavittsburg. Also, Eagle Creek near Braceville. This is a flood-prone area, of course. Probably going to see some minor flooding issues around that area. Again, overnight tonight, heading into parts of Sunday, I wouldn't be surprised if some flood warnings were issued by the National Weather Service in Cleveland for both the Mahoning River at Leavittsburg and Eagle Creek at Phalanx Station. If you live in those areas that are prone to flooding when we have heavy rain, you know who you are, and just be prepared for some high water for a time during the second half of the weekend. I mentioned last evening on air and online that this is likely to be winter's last hurrah coming tonight. This accumulating snow, and it's not much in the way of accumulating snow. A lot of us are going to see half an inch at most, an inch or so, maybe 2 inches well north and west of Youngstown. But this is very likely to be the last time we're talking about accumulating snow this year. Later in April, could there be some random flurries? I can't rule that out, but it looks like a pretty mild pattern overall as we go through the month of April, and that will limit our late season snow chances. We've had a lot of Aprils in the past with no accumulating snow, and I think odds favor that being the case this April as well. I'll do an April forecast Monday evening on 21 News at 6 and 11. Make sure you're following Chris Sarinelli and Andrew DePaulo. They'll have you updated from our downtown studios throughout this weekend. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll see you back in the studio and on Facebook and Twitter on Monday.